The following program is sponsored by the Clinesmith firm and features legal questions from viewers. Nothing in the program establishes attorney-client privileges.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Ask the Lawyer. I'm your host, Brenda Teal, here to answer your legal questions about nursing home abuse. This is Curtis Clinesmith with the Clinesmith firm. Just call the number that you see on your screen. It's 1-888-816-2521. Let me read that again for you. 888-816-2521. Or email your question to curtis@clinesmithfirm.com. Curtis, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you for having me.
This is a very interesting topic that many attorneys are staying away from. Tell us about why you keep pressing forward.
Well, we've been doing this for around 10 years now, Brenda, and what we found was in 2003, there was a tremendous amount of tort reform that went through our legislature here in Texas. It capped damages, it put restrictions on the way that you could file these lawsuits, and most of the law firms around the state decided not to take these type of cases. We think we're doing justice good to continue taking nursing home cases because we feel that the care that residents are getting is getting worse, and that's partially due to what happened with the legislation in 2003.
So nursing home abuse is not on the decline?
Unfortunately, it's not on the decline, and I tell my friends all the time, you know, with a law degree, you can do a lot of different things, and I hope for the day when I can stop taking these type of cases. But unfortunately, they're on the uprise, and corporations are not, in my opinion, doing what they need to do with the facilities. And because of that, nursing home abuse is on the rise.
You know, and people need someone to turn to. If their loved one has gone through something like that, we hope not, but it's nice to know that someone like you is there to defend their rights.
Well, thank you. And we think that we do good work. We love the work that we do. And we have satisfied families all over the country, literally, and we enjoy doing it here in Texas.
All right, let's open up these phone lines right now. Again, the number to call is 888-816-2521. 888-816-2521. We do have Ann on the line from Irving. Hi, Ann. What's your question?
Yes, my father died living in a nursing home, and I believe that his death was caused by the negligence of the staff there. I was wondering how I can find this out for sure, who I can contact, or how I can investigate this. Thank you.
Thank you, Ann, for your call. Sorry for your loss also.
And I'm sorry for your loss as well. In a situation like this, when you think there might be nursing home abuse, or that they did not take care of your mother, father, aunt, uncle, your loved one properly, you need to call our firm. We will do what is necessary to retrieve the medical records to make sure that the proper experts look at this case and see if there was, in fact, nursing home abuse. And if there is, we'll pursue it.
I would imagine you need to get those records right away.
Unfortunately, that's the case because there are what we call doctoring of records. Nursing homes are renowned for going back and changing details of what happened with a case. So it is important to get them as soon as possible.
888-816-2521 is the number to call. The phone lines are open. If you're not able to get through right away, please keep trying. We do have another caller on the line now. Go ahead with your question.
My mother's prone to wandering, and I'm afraid adequate precautions aren't being made to prevent it. I've spoken to the staff, but I really don't think they're hearing me.
All right. Thank you, Joseph.
Wandering is one of the things that happens. It's one of the critical elements of nursing home abuse. When a person is up and wandering, especially an Alzheimer's patient or someone that doesn't have their full mental faculties, they can fall. And with falls comes breaks. And that's a very clear sign of abuse. What it means is that the nursing home is not properly staffed and they are not doing the things that are necessary to make sure that your loved ones are properly taken care of.
But the fact that she's wandering is not abuse, or the fact that they're not hearing the person is not abuse, right?
Well, I mean, it's a symptom of it.
It's a symptom of it, though.
Exactly, because you're looking at someone that should have constant care, and if they're wandering around the facility, or for God's sake, they get out of the facility, which happens all the time, that's a symptom of some of the underlying problems that are going on within the facility.
So we're trying to prevent something before it happens.
That is exactly right.
What is considered abuse?
Well, there are many things. Bed sores. When someone has sores on their body, that is basically negligence per se. If someone falls, like we were just talking about, and breaks their hip or breaks bones of their body, there's a good chance that that is abuse. Personal hygiene. You know, sometimes we see sexual abuse cases, which are very bad, very taxing. Anything where you think your loved one has been left unattended, if they have been abused in any way, we'll look at the case and see if there's a claim there.
Okay, we've got an email question to go to right now. It's Craig from Fort Worth. He says, I hear about bed sores in nursing homes. What are they, and why are they prevalent at nursing homes?
Well, unfortunately, no one that goes into a nursing home should ever have anyone that goes into a nursing home should never have a bed sore. I mean, that's negligence per se. We just talked about that. Basically, it's caused by pressure. And if someone is not being turned every 2 hours, as federal guidelines say they should be, they're gonna get bed sores. I mean, the friction, the pressure, that's going to add to skin conditions that are preventable. So if anyone has a bed sore that is in a nursing home, that was a preventable injury, and that is abuse.
All right. We have several callers waiting to ask you questions. The phone lines are open right now. The number is 888-816-2521. Just before we take the break, now, when you take these cases, are they based on contingency?
That's correct, Brenda.
Okay.
We do not ask our clients to write us checks. We take these cases, and we only take cases that we feel are clear-cut, because in today's environment, we can't take things that are not good cases. There's a lot of talk about lawsuit abuse and all that. We do not do that. We take relevant cases, and we fund the cost for those, and it's based on a contingency, which means that we don't take a dollar unless we recover money for you.
All right, 888-816-2521 is the number to call, or email your question to Curtis@clinesmithfirm.com. We'll be right back.